How could fate be so cruel? But fate was a cruel mistress, one that knew no loyalty. One fateful day, as Aldric rode through the marketplace of Varden, he saw her. Elira. She was unlike any maiden he had ever seen, a vision of grace and beauty. Her golden hair glowed in the afternoon sun, her voice a melody that danced through the air. As she moved through the bustling crowd, the people seemed drawn to her. Children ran to her with smiles, merchants greeted her with warmth. There was something about her, something that pulled at his soul, as though the universe itself had conspired for him to see her in that moment. His heart pounded. Without hesitation, he approached her, his voice steady, yet his pulse raced.
"My lady, I am Aldric of Eldur."
Elira turned to him, and when she smiled, it was as if the very air around them shimmered.
"I know who you are, my prince,"
she said with a playful tilt of her head. In that instant, Aldric knew this was love. And when he confessed his admiration, she listened, her cheeks flushed, her eyes alight with something warm and soft. And then, with a gentle nod, she accepted. But across the town, unseen and unheard, another heart shattered. Prince Selim had loved Elira for as long as he could remember. From the moment they were children, he had watched her grow into the woman she was now. He had loved her laughter, her kindness, the way she treated even the lowliest beggar as an equal. But Selim had waited. He had wanted the moment to be perfect, the timing right. Now, that moment would never come. The news struck Selim like a sword to the chest. He had trusted Aldric with his life, had seen him as a brother, and yet Aldric had unknowingly stolen the one thing he held most dear. That night, Selim stood alone in the quiet of the Varden Palace gardens, his fists clenched as he stared at the stars. How could Aldric not have known? How could fate be so cruel? The next morning, the air in Varden was different. People whispered. The tension was a slow, creeping storm, threatening to break. And when Selim and Aldric's eyes finally met again, the warmth between them had turned to ice. For the first time in history, the bond between Eldur and Varden wavered. And neither prince knew if it could ever be mended again. The air between Eldur and Varden was no longer filled with songs of unity, nor with the laughter of children playing in the open fields that connected the two towns. Instead, a heavy silence lingered, a silence bred from whispers of heartbreak and betrayal.